All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a wonderful day. I got another watch list for you, and the stock market is gonna go crazy tomorrow. Oh man, the CPI comes out, and I know there's going to be a lot of confusion, but let me get this out right now. 1 hour before market, CPI is going to come out, and we are going to be there on stream. I am going to start early, and we are going to go over everything. We're going to go over all the categories, all the breakdown, and everything else. So youtube.com/thestockmarket. Hopefully we see you there, but that will get rid of a lot of confusion. But now we have a crazy day tomorrow, and this is what everybody was expecting. So we have a lot to go over. I actually need to even talk a little bit slower because I lost my voice after hours. I don't know how it happened, but if I talk slow, I won't get a voice crack. So hopefully today is chiller, but I have a couple of things I want to go over. I have a breakdown, what to expect tomorrow. Like I'm saying, if you're there in the morning, you're going to see how we respond. I have a mini breakdown of today. Again, today really wasn't that crazy. You had more chip news, which we're going to bring up. You also got the data out of the UK and the proposals, but really not too much stuff today. It is all about the CPI, but now what is the breakdown? How does it lead us? And then what are the potential plays? So drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you don't know, we are live Monday through Friday. Again, you already know. I'm going to see you there in the morning, but we got to get into the keys. So run it, baby.
Working to the couch, it's the 20 less. Live in the head, but I still get a spread. Started with a live, but I still reinvest it. Feel how I feel, then you feel it's a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down, hold it.
So right off the bat, Chad, I want you to understand something very simple about tomorrow. Good news will be good news, and bad news will be bad news. The only difference is tomorrow we might actually get good news and bad news at the same time. So this is going to tie into the second key, but the main thing you got to realize for tomorrow is that core is the only thing that can kill anything. So what I'm trying to say is that if headline comes down like most people are expecting, that will be good news, but the bad news will be core, and depending on how that plays out, it is going to cause a weird reaction tomorrow. So that is key number one. And now jumping into core inflation, like I'm saying, everybody is already expecting that the headline is going to come down. That is the good news. So if the headline even comes up after everybody's expecting this, this will be very bad. But coming into tomorrow, the only real unknown is core, and that will be the X factor. So now I'm jumping ahead. I just want you to read this, and I want you to hear this out loud. But simply, tomorrow, people are expecting headline to come down, core to come up, and a supersized rate hike is already priced in. Take all of these things in and just let it sink in. Based on the expectations, literally what is priced in, people think headline will come down, core will go up. We don't know how much, but even with all of that being said, the Fed futures are still pricing in a bigger rate hike. So keep all of that in mind. But simply coming into tomorrow, again, all of this is very simple. Like I'm saying, all we need is the data, but you really got to be watching for that 2 hours after the bell. That is going to be the key, and really watching the end of the day and what I'm expecting. The way I'm looking at how we play out, it's very simple. If good news is only good news and we get that reaction, it's all about getting the market up to 430 before Powell. Otherwise, if it does have a negative reaction, we might start chopping all the way down to 390 before Powell next week. And that's what you got to keep in mind. You have a very big Powell event next week, and that will be the follow-up. But like we said yesterday, this is going to be the first inflation metric in almost 2 years that we're going to watch really come down. So that will be important. But to give you a little bit more, on average, the market has moved a negative 0.5% after any of the CPIs this year. So it has been bearish. Any of the bullish responses, they've been crazy, but it really comes down to the data. And depending on the moves we get tomorrow, it is all about setting us up with the levels and then where we go coming into Powell. So I hope you're ready, but Let us get into the plays. So, right off the bat, I got 3 different plays. I have a play on one of them, so that's kind of good. But starting with the first one, this has to do with news, AMAT and LRCX. So they had news today. Both of these companies, I think there was a third, but they are going to be included in that China export ban. If you remember NVIDIA and AMD a couple weeks ago, they got totally destroyed off of this same news. So we got that here today. I thought this would be a play. I did decide to go short. I shorted 50 shares around 96.68, but like I'm saying, we didn't get too big of a reaction off of it today. Last time this played out, it was really big. So overall, I'm viewing it bearish. I would definitely watch these, especially if we watch the market pull back. I think these ones would be fire, but you got to watch out because ever since that news came out, the chip makers, they have dropped a lot already. So that's what you got to worry about. But that is play number 1 and the only play I made today. Play number 2 now. Bank of America and Goldman Sachs. Literally, there was a bunch of news out of the 2 today. Goldman, they said they're firing people. Bank of America, they said consumer deposits are great and they're loving the consumer. But overall, just go look at the bank stocks from last week. They have been taking off. It has been a very, very big bounce. And in general, bank plays, anything related to Powell or CPI, they kind of move. So if anything, they might have some signals on that. But like I'm saying, after that bounce and looking at the bank stocks, I think they are related to CPI and there is a lot of meat on the bone up or down. So I really like those and I have no open plays on those. I am holding an old Wells Fargo short from a couple months ago. If you remember, I think I'm down like $1,000 on it, but that one is short shares. But those are those plays. And then finally, number 3, baby. We brought this one up a lot last week, Apple, and they are doing the safe haven dance. So this is kind of what I expected, but I'm not liking it. I talked about this on stream, and really what I'm seeing with Apple, and that's why tomorrow with a big event like CPI, just watch for Apple to kind of do its own thing. And what I mean by that, if you watch Apple ignore everything and still go up, it really might just run up going into Powell, and it really may just be the tech stock of last resort as people pile into this, given there's uncertainty. They don't want to stay there. Again, some people are saying, well, maybe dollar pulls back a little bit. They want to buy something. And again, this is exactly what we saw at the beginning of the year. So keep your eyes out for it. Again, like I said, they're either going to be safe haven or piggy bank. But now tomorrow, just watch for Apple to be a lagger or leader. If they do lead the way, regardless of everything, that might give us a signal. So we will see what happens. But those are the main plays. As far as everything else, like I said, only other play I made was AMAT. Here's all the other stuff I'm holding. You can see the new AMAT. I don't think this is including the SMMT, and then there's one more that we're in, and even like the corn and some of those swings that we talked about. But overall, all I did was add AMAT. If you've been watching this, pretty much you've been watching it fluctuate. I'm down 1,500 or 100, less than 1,500, 1,400 on Yash. I'm pretty much just going to sell out of that on a green day and then take whatever loss we have on there. The UNG plays did come back and they're moving after hours. DoorDash, that's my only upside, so still riding that one. That Tesla short's killing me. AMD, we made a little bit, and then Arch, that one went down. And people asked me on Arch, they said, do I think that plays over? No, I think I'm tying that into the volatility with oil, energy, UNG, but I still actually like that. In all of these plays, I haven't averaged down. So pretty much, I made bad trades on them in the sense that I went short, market got squeezed, but on all of these, I've just been patient before adding down. So I do have a plan, kind of waiting for this data, and then we'll see where we go from there. But as far as tomorrow, just going to be watching the chip stocks. Again, bank stocks, like I said, those will be a big focus of ours, and Apple. But beyond that, just watch UNG. I was going to put it on the list, but like we've been saying, there's a lot going on. It is confusing, but today had a very strong performance, and if that keeps leading with energy, I think that could be good. Other than that, taking the data, we should have our plays in the morning. Like I'm saying, be there pre-market. I'll even do some pre-market trades, but overall, once we get an idea, winners or losers, watch the financials, watch the tech, watch the bonds. That should give us our work cut out. And then after that, we got to start prepping for Powell. And then after Powell, it's going to be earnings. So I hope you're ready. But that is your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure hydrate healthy, ready to go. Make sure post your watch list. Make sure we see you there in the morning. I need the armor on. I need the helmet shining. I need you to remember, baby, it's all about the hope, baby. R.I.P. Chill Bill, bro. We did it for you today. God bless you. But that's a message of hope, bro. That's it. That's all he exuded. That's all he was about. out, Chad, and I'm telling you, that's why we're here. That's how you keep going. That's how you don't quit. That's why it don't matter what is happening. If you got that hope, baby, you can't be stopped. You a different breed, and guess what? That's Chad, baby. So let's get it. I love you. Drink that water. Stay healthy. Better wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna be up early. I don't want to rip this. I like this shirt. I was about to... We'll save it for tomorrow, baby. So let's go. Be in the game. And remember, better late than wrong. After tomorrow, though, we're going to get activity. And like we said, man, just balance the books. And remember, if you're not over leveraged on everything, and if you're going little by little and give yourself flexibility, even if you make a couple of wrong moves, you will have the ability to pull it down. Pretty much, don't let one mistake cost you everything. Little by little. Small good decisions, small good failures, even at that, baby. So let's get it. I love you, Chad. I'll see you. And good night and good morning. Amen. Amen. I'm too hyped, bro.